Hey, people.
Cheers.
And welcome back to another episode of Just Echoes with Emmanuel and Izzy. And on today's episode, we have...
No. You did not even acknowledge my presence. You
That's okay.
Oh, that's how we roll now, right?
I mean, since the last episode, we were beefing.
Let him shine now.
Since the last episode, we are beefing.
You don't tell me now. You don't tell me you're beefing me now.
People that they used to beef, they don't used to know that they are beefing.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing? How are you doing, my friend?
I'm fine.
Let's squash our beef. Okay, we'll do it in the next video. Let's beef till the next video. I hope everybody is doing really well. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I feel like what I want to discuss today, you don't have an idea of what I want to discuss today.
It's going to be a surprise to me, so...
But before we jump to today's topic, first of all, how are you doing? Let me ask you properly.
I'm good. I'm very well. Ouch. I'm very well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Today
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm doing well.
I forgot to ask.
I'm very excited
I was
today
going to jump to the next segment
I don't
of the
understand.
video.
It just went boom. So I'm very excited today because I have a very special guest in the house. This person is not just my friend. This person is my guy. And apart from that, right, this person is a big follower of the channel. Right?
He's our biggest fan.
I can categorically say that Candid has commented in every of our video, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, yeah?
Right, so...
Probably, actually.
Yeah, Candid is one person I'm always looking at. Candid will comment. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my very good friend, Candid in the building. A round of applause for Candid.
Do I say cheese?
Yeah, that's it.
This is the place where I say cheese.
That's what you say,
Papa.
Candid, how are you doing?
I'm easy going as always. Yeah, easy like easy. Yeah,
Come
something
on.
like that. I mean, this is the place you feel yourself, right?
Yes.
So, correct.
Snaps.
Candid, it's good to have you on the call, right? It's good to have you. Thanks for coming. I know out of a very busy schedule, you tried your possible best to be here today. So very, very glad. I really, really appreciate it. First of all, how are you enjoying our videos?
Good. I've been a fan from day one, and it's every episode. It's always worth my time. Whether you guys are playing games or you guys are sharing thoughts on different things, and I especially enjoy the banter, the entertainment power of the gist,
Yeah.
and Ezzy's facial expressions,
Classic.
Particularly in the last video.
Yeah, I have to confess that my biggest mistake was tuning in and watching the podcast in the office. And then one guy that I know of asked the fiancé that would you like to have your honeymoon in Lagos? Like you leave UK, you go to Lagos and go and do honeymoon. Like and Ezzy's facial expression
That response was epic.
Was yeah,
Was everything.
Yeah, you guys have read my comments in your DM, so yeah.
I cannot lie. But why can't we have our honeymoon in Lagos? Why?
I didn't say you can't. If you listen to my answer, I said we can.
But Candid is even validating the fact that why would you have your honeymoon in Lagos? Anyways,
If you were to answer the question, why?
of course we can. It depends on what you want to do. But I mean, today's video is not about honeymoon. It's about a very. I feel like this topic is going to be very interesting, and I feel like you have a lot to say. First of all, let's have an idea of like who you are. Like, apart from the fact that you're my friend,
Yeah.
you are a working class resident in the UK.
Yeah.
You work in tech, and how is that going generally?
Yeah, some of my helpers may be watching. Don't hype me too much. I work in tech, easy going, like I said. Yeah, I'm a husband and a father. Yeah, in the UK. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much about me. Very gentle guy, easygoing. Yeah, some people who know me very well may want to disagree, but yeah, that's
Okay, good. Now, right, you've been around for a while, right? And today I want us to focus on one very controversial topic, and it is the concept of black tax. Do you know what black tax is?
Please don't come and ask me questions. I can
Do you
answer.
know what black tax
I don't know
is?
what black tax is.
I don't.
How is it different from
Ezzy is not
council
that
tax?
black. Merely looking at Ezzy, you're
not that
you're
black,
really
right?
not that.
Oh, so what am I?
Yeah, I don't want to move my skin close to yours.
Wow.
Yeah, they're really going to see the real meaning of black.
Wow.
So, Kalade, I want us to focus on the concept of black tax, right? Because
Yeah.
I was talking to a friend the other day and I was telling my friend back in Nigeria that most of us in the UK were broke. When I mean most of us, including myself, including Izzy, including you are not broke. So, most of us in the UK, most of us in the UK we are broke. We are living from hand to mouth. We are living from pocket to mouth, right? It's a very structured environment, a very structured society.
Yeah.
We don't really have money saved. We don't have money somewhere else. I was telling myself that if I lose my job today, I don't think I can survive for 1 month, right? If I start doing GoFundMe.
We're all broke.
We're all broke, right? And you're like, no, now in the UK now, we are earning money per hour, send money pounds, blah, 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 blah.
You
First of all,
explain, Taya.
do you agree that we're all broke?
Yeah, we are all in the UK. If you tell me we are broke, of course, I easily can relate with that. But with the kind of cap you're wearing, this England shirt, the way Ezzy is looking fresh, you go explain, Taya.
Please.
If you're explaining to people, especially people back in Nigeria, they really can't grasp it. If we take the picture of this building where we're seated right here, the gadgets here, they won't be able to, because it's a debit society. You buy everything that if you want to buy a car of 40 million naira, you have to pay every single kobo of it in Nigeria. So if you drive 40 million worth of car, they're like, what? But me, I can just be paying 250 pounds every month. And they still cannot relate with me paying 250 pounds every month. Why? Because they still think of the 250 pounds in naira. Like, yeah, for instance, my parents-in-law will be visiting in a couple of months. I would deliberately take them to the stores and I will go and buy a tuber of yam and say, this pound is £6. They will shout. I know they will shout because they will be thinking,
In naira.
you people,
Naira,
are you people crazy? You people want to eat yam of 15,000 naira? Are you normal?
And it's one.
Yeah,
One tuber.
yeah, one tuber. So, but when you live here, you really see things differently, and you know that most people are really not rich. They're broke. Yeah.
Okay, so coming back to the first of all, thanks for agreeing. So coming back to the old black tax, right? For those of us that don't know what black tax is, how do I define black tax?
Yeah, tax that is black.
No,
Why you guys trying to be shady about it?
help me with the
what is
definition.
black?
Like black tax is that money that
Yeah,
on
that.
Color, help me out.
Yeah, so it is unscripted levy that people demand from you, right?
Unscripted. I
Yeah,
like that.
it's really not like structured. Like the conventional tax that we know, you can calculate what the tax would be and all that. It is part of the law of the country and all of that. But this one is not written in any constitution. It's just as you begin to appear, like, I don't know how, I'm not an English major or anything like that. As you begin to give people the perception of the fact that you are doing fairly okay, they begin to come with all sorts of requests. So whether you're in Nigeria or you're abroad, but it's usually worse off
For people in
for
abroad.
people abroad, because from the day they get to know that you have left the shores of Nigeria, they believe that there is one spirit that is coming to drop money in your house, and so they should be able to get a share of that money, and so that's where the tax comes in. And
So, right, of course, we'll have different pockets, we'll have different friends, we'll have different tax we pay. I don't, Izzy, she doesn't pay tax, right?
Please, I'm sitting quietly on my own here. I don't understand.
why distribute?
You see why we're beefing?
No. Here is my question, Ezzy. I'm on your side this time. Let
Thank
me move
you.
closer to you.
Ezzy doesn't pay tax.
I'm just
Yeah.
usually sitting here on my
Straight
own,
bullet.
listening.
So, Ezzy, yeah, in your circle, how many people tax you? Like,
And people tax me.
yeah, how many people tax you? Yeah.
It depends what you mean by tax. So what is tax?
She doesn't. See, let's continue our
What? People ask me for
It
money
is
too.
experiential knowledge. If you ask me now that how many people tax me, I can just open my account and tell you that billing is full.
Colin is on my side. Please go back to the other side. I don't know where you're coming from.
So, so Kolade, like, I mean, so in terms of this, what we call black tax, right?
Yeah.
Is it like something that is how, like, is this something that is it automatic? Is it because people see that you're abroad or they know you're abroad, they now begin to bring other problems to you? Do people genuinely ask for money because they actually need money? What is the problem with black tax?
You've asked like 5 questions in one.
I know, right? Because I know that one will lead to another, one will lead to another, one will lead to another. So yeah.
Now I get what you feel every episode, right?
What is this now?
Good.
Hold on, pause.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Ezzy, for that. So basically, there are different reasons for it. Some genuinely need the help. They really need the help. And some is born out of entitlement mentality. He is my brother, she's my sister, and all those kind of things. Because we are bloodly related, some people feel that we should be financially related. So I mean, for every 100,000 you make, then 10,000 should come to me. That kind of thing, and all those kind of things. So it is just trying to draw the boundaries, and that's why this kind of conversation is very important. What are the things you should? Can black tax completely be avoided? I don't think so.
That's going to be my next question.
There will be people that would genuinely need it, but then what are the things you need to do and how you watch it? Because for real, this is one of the things killing people in the diaspora. Because crazily there will be requests from various angles, and you that you're still struggling and trying to fight your feet, and also you're trying to thrive as well. You're trying to really, really build something for yourself. Carrying more than is necessary can really slow you down, and it can even draw you into getting back into the hole that you've been trying to escape from. If I'm making any sense, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I totally agree because I know, personally, I know.
Now I'm curious.
You
I feel like this black tax, I have no idea what this black tax is like for you personally.
You don't now because we have different accounts. You have my money, I have my money. So you don't know how I spend my money.
Yeah, but it's not something you talk about as well.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, right? It depends if you see it as an issue or if you don't see it as an issue, or it depends on how you look at it, right? It depends on how you look at it. But for the sake of this conversation, I know it's a big issue. It's a big problem. Not for me, but just general.
No. Both of you are rich. So
Please, we're not rich. Let me just say it.
I know it's a big problem, right? Because I have friends. I know it's a big problem. Even for people that just got into the UK, you realize that some people are even still sending money first month into the UK. It's a big problem.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, how do you balance it?
Balancing black tax is something very dicey. I think the very first thing is, do you have a financial plan? And
Most of us don't have.
We truly don't have. We have our dreams in our head, but we don't put numbers to it. We want to travel around the world. We want to give our children good education. We want to
buy
do this, and
properties.
we want to buy property, right? Have you actually sit down? So if you say you're earning £30,000, have you actually done the numbers? Have you run the numbers to know what your take home is after tax in the UK? Then have you tried to remove your expenses and really know what is left in your account? And that's why you said most of us are broke. So when you have plans and that plan fit into your budget and your budget fits into your daily activities, I think it will help you in putting perspective into how much you really can afford to put in your benevolence. Right. So apart from the plans is the fact that we all need to keep budget. So in my conversation with a lot of people, I believe that a lot of people will tell you that they budget, but what they are doing is not budgeting. What basically, when the money comes into their account, they have a list of the things they want to do for that month, and they put numbers to it. That's really not budget. What you should do is before the money comes, you should have your expected income so that you will know that you are really not making enough in this UK. You can put fire in your bum. Then you need to plan your expenditure ahead as well. Then you will clearly see that, man,
That you're not.
a lot of things is taking my money that I cannot do, right? And then so you will now begin to see how you really should not bother yourself about that your ex-neighbor in Nigeria that the grandmother just swallowed mortar, right? You would be able to have a clear estimate of your financial position. And so those two things, having a plan that you're working to in the next 10, 20 years, and then having a current budget would give you a good estimate. And yeah, so those are the two key things that I think I would say is very key.
See, the truth is, for me, I've over my period in this UK, I've met a lot of people. I've gone around, I've traveled, and I see that, right? A lot of people work so hard, even harder than they were working in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And you realize that they are not like enjoying. They are not like the amount of work they are putting in and the amount of money people are making in this country, right?
Yeah.
They are not enjoying what they should be enjoying.
Yeah.
And I can tell you categorically that one of the main reasons because of black tax.
Yeah.
Because so many of us were working and we're just pushing the money down.
Yeah.
We're pushing the money down. I remember when I was still a student paying tuition.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was still sorting man them in Nigeria.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is just me. Right? I'm no longer I was still doing support and all those other street jobs. Thank God we have moved to the next level.
Office job.
Office job.
No more streets. You're no longer on the streets.
But there are 101 people that are still on the streets doing cleaning, doing this, doing that. And you realize that they are making enough money to enjoy here, but 80% of the time they are pushing money back home.
A feedback into those two things. Do you have a long-term financial plan that you run the numbers through? The second thing, do you have a current budget? Emmanuel, there is a pathetic story that usually comes to my mind. I have a lot of people like that as well, but there is this colleague of my wife at work. The husband work as a Salesforce analyst. You know what that means.
Yeah,
that's good money. This guy still goes for night shift as a security guard.
Wow.
But now, here is the thing to bust the brain. I can't remember which of the mothers, either the wife's mother or the guy's mother, is a politician in Nigeria. And they are not the ones that have office. They are the ones supporting people. And so she does a lot, of...
Yeah, like Jess.
So essentially, they are supporting her to be giving community service. And people are working night and day. There are people in this UK that are tech bros that on paper, they are supposed to be living a comfortable life, right? But because they are, let me say it this way. I just recently learned this. money doesn't come to us emotionally. Money use logic to come to us. Like, what value are you offering at your job? There is a cap. It is not about faith. It's not about emotion. So money come to us logically.
What you
but
give, you
most
take.
times we spend
money
emotionally.
Emotionally, yeah.
So, yes, people need. Yes, there are people who need our help, but that is emotion. Have you run the numbers to know that on a monthly basis, this is exactly what I can afford, and after that, the only thing I can support you with is prayer once you come with my request. So I think those are the things. When you run the numbers, you'll be able to plan and say, I need to enjoy my money. Me and my family, we're going to go out.
Me and my wife.
Me and my wife,
We do honeymoon.
not in Lagos. Not in Lagos. Rotimi, if you are listening, please, we'll form a group of soldiers to support Eddie.
Thank you.
I mean, that's the way to really balance it. When you run the numbers and you see the numbers on play. And there are a lot of apps and a lot of spreadsheets that can help with it.
I feel like you just made one very, very important point. The fact that money comes in logically, but we spend our money emotionally. Because, for example, even if I've been in situations where I have, let's say, £30 in my account, and somebody will say, Baba, I beg you, now just give me 10K. Now, I know if my friend is Emmanuel is the person that will always give you money. And in my head, I'm like, okay, how much is 10K in pounds? That would be like maybe 7 or 10 pounds. I don't know, 10 pounds or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have 20 pounds. Why? No, this person is asking for 10 pounds. Will I not give this person 10 pounds?
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm always very emotional.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe because I believe, maybe next paycheck is on Wednesday, next this on this.
Yeah.
Before you know, the cycle continues and continues and continues and continues and continues. Yeah. The person that asked for 10K is not that they will stop.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, will come and ask for another 15K. Next tomorrow, 6 people ask for 10K. So it's just an endless cycle of taxation. So now, what you are recommending, what you are advising is people should stop being emotional with money or stop being emotional with requests.
It's very, very important. I before you set me up and I begin to sound like I am against helping people, right? I am one big person that believes that you will never get ahead if you make your financial plan and there is no provision for benevolence. It has to be there. There have been times you have, maybe not everyone, people like Ezzy may not be able to review. There have been times where you will run into some project, into some serious, and you really need help. And somehow someone would come to your aid, so you know what it feels like. It's very, very essential. But you just have to run the numbers. So you have to know that on a monthly basis, this is how much I can support people with. Another thing that I have discovered is that a lot of people look for money, and what they actually need is wisdom, right? If you are throwing money at them, they will keep coming for money. What is actually happening is, okay, so you are jobless. Yes, of course, we're going to say, in Nigeria, there are no jobs. People are surviving. Almost everyone I went to university, shout out to Great Ife, that I went out to university.
Shout out to University of Ilorin.
No. That's
shout out.
That's a, yeah.
Let me just keep quiet because you guys will come for me.
Yeah. So there is university, there is lesson, there is daycare, all those. Yeah. So
Wow.
back to no.
Wow,
You
wow.
went to very, very good school. Now. You schooled in UK now.
It's strange shit that me now.
No.
Okay.
Ilorin. Is there a university in Ilorin?
Really? I went to
University of Ilorin.
I went to University of Ilorin now.
There's a university.
Are you alright? What do you mean?
Do you know Obafemi Awolowo
Yeah.
You can't if you are. I mean, there are only 2 universities in Nigeria.
Obafemi Awolowo and the rest of it.
Obafemi Awolowo University.
And others.
The other coaching centers. I mean, all right.
I know she doesn't understand.
So that coaching,
in his mind,
his
that's the-
university
their
is
own
the best.
university is the Oxford.
At least if you want to go to university in Nigeria, say they don't get you. In Nigeria, you must study. Yeah.
Obafemi Awolowo is the Oxford of Nigeria. That's what he's trying to say. It's the Imperial College.
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah. So I was saying that to say that there really may not be jobs, but people are looking for different things to push through. The other day, Rotimi was here and was talking about the fact that he had a job and he was doing Uber. I was driving Uber in Abuja as well. And don't think I owned the car. I didn't start out by owning the car. I looked for a car. I used my laptop and phone as collateral to start, driving. Even finishing as one of the top best in my faculty from Ife. And there is no job. Look for something. So the point is, it's very, very important that you don't just throw money at people, because most of our fan base here are diasporans. Don't just throw money at people. Why do they need that thing? And sometimes you can just do a very basic triage of what do you need? Oh, me and my family, we've not eaten. We don't have any food. Where do you live? You live in Ilupeju in Lagos. If you have a sister that lives close to Ilupeju, can you tell the person that I'm going to get somebody to bring you 10 dirika of rice? You will see the energy will drop. If it's actually not food that the person needs. Because the person just feel, if I give Emmanuel this gist now, and Emmanuel, you'll be shocked that people in Nigeria, they know exchange rates more than us. They know. They say, if I just ask Emmanuel, if he just convert 30 pounds, just 30 pounds. I mean, so that kind of thing. If you overindulge them and you throw money at their problems, they really don't learn the lesson, and it makes them over dependent on you.
I remember a friend of mine that was in Nigeria when I was still like some years ago.
Yeah.
When he was in Nigeria, he was like, "What thing they do you, guy? Send £100. Just send £100. Wait, just wire me £100 now." Lucky lives in the UK now. I had to call him and say, "How many people you don't send £100?" You think £100 is 100 naira?
Yeah,
Just send me £100 now. Say, how many people have you sent £100? Because it is tough.
I'm telling you. So my immediate elder sister she's in Abuja right now. She just got a car, and the previous car was really old and raggedy and all that, and she was struggling with it, and she even had accident. And all of a sudden, when she was trying to replace the car, someone like a big sis to her, not related, not blood related, just called her. What's happening with your car? I heard you are trying to do it. And the person just wired 1 million naira. She didn't do any job for her. She didn't just support you. And she got a car of over 6 million naira. Right? That is Nigeria. Emmanuel,
This UK.
how many people have you, as big as you are, how many people have you just called at random and just, give like £100, £200? So it's not the same. And so we that are over here as diasporans, we shouldn't still carry that mentality and guilt mindset. No more, I need to. Yeah.
Wow. Trust me, you have said a lot, right? And personally, I'm learning, right? I know Rotimi used to say that, man, when you marry, all this your GS will stop, right?
What is your what?
All this your benevolence, all this your the way you lavish.
I don't see that. Ezzy's family, they are not really. If you were married to people that with this one that you are doing, you really did it, they will. If they bring, they don't use straw.
They use hose.
They use pipe. If they suck you like this one, now you go wrong.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, I totally get it, right? Because I mean, the truth of the matter is, you're only sure, or you're only as rich as your next paycheck, right? And in Nigeria, you can lose your job and survive 6 months, 8 months. But abroad, in the UK here, if you lose your job,
Close to 2 years. My more than 2 years. My elder brother was without job.
and you will still be
and
surviving, you still be eating, you still be jama. We say jama.
Where do you want to jama? Is this place Germany? Where do you want to jama and go?
Oh my God. I mean, most time we just pray, we just like pray for God's grace to just keep going. But at the end of the day, it's very important for wisdom to be applied, right? Because like you said, money is not emotional, money is very logical.
Yeah.
And if you don't do the right thing, some people don't have 1 month worth of savings, some people don't have 6 months. Ideally, you're meant to work to have like 6 months worth of savings.
Yeah.
Just in case anything happens, right?
Yeah.
So that for 6 months you're good.
Yep.
I mean, this is something that I believe we should always keep reminding ourselves, because sometimes we just believe that I have friends that have lost their jobs. That's the truth. I have friends that have lost their jobs. Some have gotten jobs immediately. Some it took time, and it's always a very tough period. It's always a very, very tough period, and it's just important for wisdom to be applied when it comes to matters of money and spending and just
I think I need to also make another case for the flip side. I talked about the fact that you need to include benevolence in your budget, so that I don't portray this as, don't give anybody money, don't give. Another very, very essential thing, and that I would want to encourage everybody is, when people ask you for help, especially financial help, you need to look at it. Is it for a project or for an everyday use? If it's for an everyday use, in the words of one of the presidential aspirants in the national election, that is consumption. But if it's a project, this person is setting up this so that their life can improve, their condition can be better, and all of that. It's a good thing to invest in. It's a good thing to inconvenience yourself in, and so you can plan that. So what you need to let them know is they can give you time. Since it's a project, let them give you time. Then you can see how you can assist in that project, because ultimately that project is going to help them get better. And it's going to, in the long run, make them less dependent on you. All right. But what you don't want to do is to keep handling them consumption stuff. We want to buy diapers. We want to. Ezzy.
How easy is that to?
Ezzy.
Exactly. Again, sometimes.
But have you asked yourself that people living in this economy, they are giving birth to 1, 2 children? People that are living in a country where there is no light, there is heat, there is everything, they are born cis.
They're giving
But
birth to
it's cultural
multiple.
now. Again, let's flip it right. Let's flip it right. Because I feel like sometimes it's a very thin line.
Yeah.
There's a thin line between asking for money for project and asking for money for daily consumptions, right? Because, for example, somebody does not have. I mean, in Nigeria, you can be broke.
Yeah.
Like broke.
Yeah.
And you need money to stay afloat.
Correct.
Sometimes, at what point do you measure everything? Maybe because.
I think another thing you look for is this the first time that this person is doing this kind of thing? And does this person have a steady income? And then, due to this is a circumstantial thing. Good. It's not a problem. But when you know that this is really a consumption thing, like
A recurring candidate.
it's going to be a recurring thing, because in the
What
end,
if you're already in it though?
if they're already in it, you are not God. You are not responsible for saving them. Yeah, but it may look like what did these guys bring on the show today? But really, if you are really trying to be, you play the role of God in people's life. You want to save them. You want to help them. You're really going to hurt yourself in the long run. And it's the crab culture where the crab, if any crab wants to climb out, the others will pull them down. So if you're not really careful, and that's one of the reasons why you hardly see people build sustained wealth in that environment, because as somebody graduates and gets 150,000 job, they are already putting 3 younger siblings to go and stay with that guy. If care is not taken, if we are emotional about it, that guy is going to get married and the wife is going to arrive with 4 people in the house already.
She's bringing 3 people to the house already.
Which 3 people am I bringing to the house?
Yeah. I mean, and if we are usually very emotional like that about our finance and our spending, you will discover that in the long run you will not have headway. You will be working very hard, and you will just feel like it is your responsibility. And people say stuff like that. What do I now do? My mother. A friend of mine in Harrogate, the priest called her from Nigeria and said they are doing a church project. And after explaining, the lady was like, okay, Reverend, I will see what I can do. I think I would, at the end of the month, I'm going to send 200,000. You know what the priest said? The priest said, no, that your level is more than that. They're expecting between 500 to 1 million. Yeah. Yeah. Like
wow.
that they, from our evaluation, from the AI that they use to generate estimates that what should be able to come out from your own pocket
is more than that.
Since we have seen your own net worth. And because
from the AI.
the subject of religion is very emotional.
Yeah.
So I listened to that conversation and I was shaking my head. Who am I to tell the person now that don't give to God? Like, but this guy goes to church now, right? Because you're trying to be emotional. And this person just had a baby, and so if you are not very very if you don't run the numbers, you're not logical about your expenses. Your income is very logical. There is no matter how much you love a Gucci bag now, like you can't use to go and carry the bag.
It's my credit card you use.
Like
Wait.
It's my credit card you use.
She has her own money.
I know,
the fact that wedding is taking her money now. Don't worry, wedding will soon be over.
When it's over, you come and find me.
See, first thing, you will need to cancel that contract that you should be stocking your clothes, because those are the things that
what? I will keep my money and I will black tax him.
These are his white tax. Nobody can bail you out. Yeah. So you can't say, I love the bag. So I just love this Gucci bag. And
they'll give it to me.
Tell the person selling it that I just love this bag. Like, after your love, please, can you tap your card? Thank you very much for your love. Keep that one. But when we want to spend, we like, I love the bag. I need to buy it. Because why do you want to buy the bag? I love it.
Yeah.
Have you run the numbers? Right. And another very, very common mistake a lot of people do is that if an item is £100 and they have £150 in their account, they believe they can afford it. No. You need to.
Can you buy it 2 times?
You need to run it against your long-term plan. For instance, you guys earn a lot of money right now, but because of the project.
What are all these assumptions that are being thrown around?
Who are these
Everybody,
guys?
everybody looking at me. Everybody, you guys. It's only in Nigeria that when they say you're a big man, the person say, "No, I'm not a big man. I'm not a big man." It's because of this black tax. So that I will not call it before you people come and use black tax and kill me. I mean, yeah,
it's true. It's actually true. It's very true.
It's because of the black tax mindset. A lot of people will go on travels They will not share the photos. Me, I stopped that thing long ago. If you will die, you will die. I will share my photo everywhere. You come and bill me. I will look at my budget. If I have exhausted it, I'll tell you no. If I look at it and it's good, I'll give you. It's not a problem. That is what the benevolence in my budget is meant for. Is to help our people in those circumstances. Yeah.
This has been very, very exciting.
Yeah.
This has been mind blowing.
Very insightful.
I mean, that Ezzy can even
Insightful.
Ezzy can relate. Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, Emmanuel has learned a lot as well.
Conversations, right? And
No,
again,
but from your relationship, I think Ezzy is more of the calculation, methodical. She's like my wife. I am very spontaneous. I think we're both. But in the long run, it helps. It really, really helps. And the good thing is, you also need him to be spontaneous. My wife. Hey, if you leave all the money to my wife, we will be. We will know. We will not cut down on food. Why are we using 200 pounds to eat? What are we eating? Why are we buying yam? I mean, I love yam now. I will kill myself. I'll be working as BA. I'm working from home. I will know. I know she's going to watch this one. These straight bullets will go and eat Omolomo. I mean, Papa. What woman do? Right? But in the long run, right, it balances out. And so, yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, this has been one of the best conversations we've had in this. Candid took it away, like Candid was running with it, right? So which is really good. I mean, we're just trying to be balanced here, right?
Yeah.
We want people in the UK to try as much as possible to keep helping those in Nigeria. Yeah. But then everything should be logical, and those in Nigeria as well to also understand that it's really, really tough out here. It's really tough. Most of us, you see us wearing jerseys, black. We don't have £1,000 in our account, right? £1,000. £1,000. We don't have £1,000 in our account. So it's just very tough. And sometimes we need to have these conversations to keep telling ourselves that, listen, anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen. Especially when you have big plans. You have to there are some sacrifices you make. Sometimes it can be, I don't have money today. Yeah. Wait tomorrow, let me just sort myself out. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if everything go wrong, you can't be calling people in Nigeria. You have to sort out yourself here. You have to handle your problem yourself, right? Yeah. So
we don't have anybody to tax.
You don't have anybody to tax, right? Yeah. So this has been so insightful, encouraging, and of course we'll continue to do the best we can. Yeah. On a lighter note, how should we end this conversation? How should we end on a lighter note? What should we do?
I mean, I did not see this one coming.
Okay. You didn't see this coming, yeah.
Now my brain is thinking, how can we end this episode?
Okay, yeah. What's the plan for the summer, right? I mean, the fact that the sun is just shining,
it's sunny.
Last time we were talking about travels and
what are your plans?
Do you have like summer plans? Are you traveling outside of the UK? If you're not, which is not a problem, do you have plans around the UK? Yeah. Do you love to travel?
Yeah. I actually love to travel, but my account balance for now is really not really loving it like I should. And that's why I'm hustling harder. But for the plans, my parents-in-law, both of them will be coming over.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
it's going to be a full house.
It's going to be,
I can imagine when you said your bank account, because you must have spent, or you and your wife must have spent.
A little here and there. Yeah. And so the two of them will be coming for months, and so. Yeah, the dad is retired, and so let them come and enjoy UK life.
That's nice.
We'll take them down south to London and all that. And then my wedding anniversary is later in June. So as soon as they arrive, we'll just familiarize them with basic things, and then we'll drop the child for them. And me and my wife will travel somewhere in Europe.
Come on, vacation loading.
My sister. If I walk around the year, I will not say because of black tax.
You know, enjoy.
It's
crazy, right? It's crazy. Because you actually walk around the year. Some people have 2 jobs, 3 jobs. It's crazy.
That's true. So me and my wife will go somewhere, spend some days, see places, and come
it's
back
needed.
refreshed.
It's really needed.
Fantastic. First of all, right, if you have seen this video to this point, tell us what you think about black tax, especially if you're in the UK. What your experiences are. Some people have like they have entered it, they don't even know how to pull themselves out because, like you said, you feel like you're a god in other people's businesses or other people's situations, right? So it's an emotional thing.
Yeah, I think we're good to hear or see from the perspective of people that are taxing the others.
Exactly, right?
You know,
so,
what is it like?
They will not talk. They will banter you. They'll banter you. They'll be like,
We should hear from them. Like, what's it like? What prompts, the taxing? What situations do they possibly see themselves in that we probably haven't
but someone
mentioned?
that's asking you for money will not want to justify the fact that they don't need the money. They always want to give you a reason. There's always a reason for someone to ask, even if it's not legitimate or if it's not serious. They always want to give you a reason. I've not eaten. I need help. I need to do this. I need to do that. I don't have any other option. So they always give you a reason.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's been an exciting video. I'm sure you enjoyed this video. Drop a like, drop a comment. Thank you very much, Kolade, for coming. I'm sure you'll come again because I mean you are my G. Ezichi,
Emmanuel.
end the video.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Let's know your thoughts. But don't forget to subscribe. There's a big red button just below. Share the video to all your friends, family. Tell them to tell their friends, to tell their friends, and to tell their enemies. Tell everyone. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace. Kolade likes that.
As in,